Hello my friends. In this video, I'll show you how to test the read and write speed of your computer's drives, without using any third-party software or utilities. We'll be using a built-in Windows tool called the command prompt. Let's start by opening File Explorer. Here, you can see that my computer has 3 drives connected, C, D, and E. Next, let's open Disk Management. This window confirms that these are 3 separate physical drives labeled C, D, and E. Now, we'll test the read and write speed of each drive individually. Right-click the Start button and select Terminal, Administrator. For convenience, I've saved all the necessary commands in a text document, so we can simply copy and paste them into the terminal window. You can find these commands in the description below this video. To test drive C, copy the command that includes the letter C, paste it into the terminal, and press Enter. Once the test is complete, you'll see the read and write speeds for drive C displayed on the screen. My system drive is an NVMe SSD, so the test finished in less than 3 seconds. A bit later, I'll explain in detail what each of these results means. Next, let's test drive D. We'll do the same, copy the command with the letter D, paste it, and run it. Drive D is a traditional hard disk drive, that is, HDD, so this test takes noticeably longer to complete. In my case, the HDD test took about 45 seconds, once it finishes, we can review its read and write speeds. Finally, let's test drive E. Again, the process is exactly the same, just replace the drive letter in the command. The test for drive E finished much faster than the one for drive D, since drive E is an SSD. However, it still took slightly longer than the test for drive C. Using this simple built-in Windows tool, you can quickly and accurately check the performance of any drive connected to your computer, no additional software required. And to wrap up this video, let's take a look at a table that explains what each of the 3 test result lines actually means. The first line, random 16.0 read, shows the speed of random read operations. This test simulates real-world system behavior, when data is read from different parts of the drive rather than sequentially, for example, when launching programs, opening many small files, or working with databases. The value 1728.05 megabytes per second represents the random read speed, measured in megabytes per second. And the score 9.2 refers to the Windows Experience Index, where a higher number indicates better overall performance. Interpretation: 1728 megabytes per second is a very high random read speed, typical for modern NVMe SSDs. The second line, disk sequential 64.0 read, 3056.89 megabytes per second, score 9.2. The term sequential 64.0 read refers to sequential reading of 64 megabyte data blocks. This test measures how quickly large files can be read from the drive, such as videos, disk images, or archives. The result 3056.89 megabytes per second shows the sequential read speed, and the score 9.2 once again reflects the performance rating on the Windows Experience Index scale. Interpretation: 3056 megabytes per second is a typical read speed for NVMe SSDs using PCIe 3.0 or 4.0. This means the drive performs exceptionally well when working with large files. The third line, disk sequential 64.0 write, 2415.70 megabytes per second, score 9.1. Sequential 64.0 write represents the sequential writing of 64 megabyte blocks. This measures how fast the drive can write large amounts of data in continuous chunks. The value 2415.70 megabytes per second is the sequential write speed, and the score 9.1 is its Windows Experience Index rating. Interpretation: 2415 megabytes per second indicates excellent write performance, typical of mid to high-end NVMe SSDs using PCIe 3.0 or 4.0 interfaces. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a nice day everyone.